My wife liked to go to antique stores, garage sales, swap meets. One day I saw some autographs and I bought some. 5 became 10, 10 became 20, had 50. Then it just grew from that point on. Getting it directly from the sources, whether it be Roscoe Arbuckle's widow, Minta Durkee Arbuckle, stars that are retired, and people that were in the business, and sons and daughters of famous people and celebrities. I collected directly from them for the most part. I looked in the book Hollywood Babylon about all the scandals, and I see this photo. Who killed William Desmond Taylor? To Mary Miles Minter, God bless her, from William D. Taylor, 6120. And I asked everybody for 20 years, who has this photo? One day, someone calls me up and says, hey, I got a bunch of stuff. He brings me a stack of William Desmond Taylor, Mary Miles Minter signed photos to each other. The planets aligned, and it all came through. Jean Harlow is one of the great stories of Hollywood, beautiful and died tragically. But she was such a nice person, too, very innocent, and Hollywood was not very nice to her in the end. But she's left an indelible mark on the industry. I got possibly her first signature as a movie star in the Hells Angels program. And then the book was maybe her earliest signature when she was about 10 years old. One side, her signature, Harleen Carpenter, her real name, and the other one is a full page of Mama Jean giving the book as, I think, a birthday gift to George Brand. There's not a lot of signed photos that are in monster makeup. That was all restricted by the studios. They wanted you to pay to go to the movies to see what the makeup looked like. So to find an actual photo of Chaney in his character is rare upon rare. And it's inscribed to Herbert Brennan, a director who actually directed Chaney in Laugh Clown Laugh. If you collect Chaney, stick a fork in me, you're done. I was lucky, after 10 years of looking, I found this Greta Garbo. It's dated 3/23/29. And it came from the estate of Robert Roode, along with a large trove of correspondence and interesting information on Garbo. Not only is it just a beautiful image, you've got this really bold, beautiful signature, but the provenance on it. This is probably the best documented Garbo. So I only know of 4, maybe 5 photos, mine being one of them, that are absolutely real. Other than that, she would not sign for family nor friends. George Cukor once asked her for an autograph. And she said no. She wouldn't even sign, and she stayed at his place when she would come out. So in my years' experience, this photo here is the rarest single photo in the entire movie collecting world. This one, right here. Well, I love Carole Lombard. I have a number of photos that I've collected over the years. Now here's a photo, absolutely considered one of the great art photos in movie collecting. And then we have this photo to Paps, which is inscribed to Clark Gable. Well, if you're an art guy and you just love great Art Deco paintings, pictures, you're just into that, you would buy this one. But if you're into the history of Hollywood, tragedy and love stories, you'd buy this one. There's a little bit of something for everybody in the collection. This came from a collector called Neil Benton. When he was a teenager, in World War II, he worked at a USO, and Katharine Hepburn had donated this to the auction to help raise money for the USO. He worked for like 3 or 4 days, and he had done so much work, they said, what would you like? He said, I'll take that photo. He had it, and now I have it, and hopefully maybe you will. Look at the signature, the image. Where are you going to find an absolute genuine photo? Sometimes you find photos between the stars, and that's always very, very interesting. For example, here's this photo, Vivien Leigh as Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind, and it is inscribed to Basil Rathbone and his wife, Ouida. And I have another photo of Norma Shearer that has this really interesting inscription to Basil Rathbone. Consider that I have blown you a kiss. Could anything be more honorable than that? And you just go, I wish I knew the background story on that. I love the old handwriting. They took their time. They loved their craft. Tom Mix took time to create a poem to this lady who sent him some cake. To Mrs. Cummings, nothing fonder to a cowboy's heart than pies, puddings, licks, or tarts. He'd trade his spurs, rope, or knife, do almost any darn thing in life, ride sheep and his neck near break for a piece of good homemade cake. Now, what Star today takes this amount of time. They really had a connection with their fans back then. I know that the catalog will not be able to give you all of the information on all of the photos, but I'm willing for anybody that purchases any of the materials here to give you the background information on all the photos. And there are stories with many of them. So if you happen to purchase something and you're interested, feel free to contact me. And happy hunting.